Make with Meg. Let me hear you say make with Meg.
Make with Meg.
So in this first Make with Meg session, what I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to show you how to drive a good idea forward. So we all get to those stages where we get a good idea, we get a little bit stuck, we're a bit like, it's a good starting point, has it got legs, I can't really flesh it out. And this could be an idea that is something that is present in your arts practice, it could be something that is present in your schoolwork, you've got to start an idea for a school project. It could be a company branding idea, you've got like a title or like some sort of slogan or something and you can't figure out how to flesh it out. And it's something that starts to kind of bug you after some time, and the more you think about the little starting bit of that idea, sometimes the more it feels like it's not even an idea at all. So I do this. I'm going to empty my pockets, and these are some things that I have been carrying around in my rucksack actually for about 2 weeks, and I have an assortment of objects. One is this little boat. Another thing, let's see what else I've got. I've got a lovely seashell here. I have got a pencil sharpener. I have got a I couldn't think of the animal's name, but it's a zebra, obviously, clearly. And I have also got in this top right pocket the most interesting one that I've been carrying around actually, which is a teeny weeny little car, my little car. And this one has attached to it a luggage label which says Life Studio Productions, and the reason is basically what I kind of do if I'm driving an idea forward is I kind of attach to an object an idea or a title. And so in my instance I'm looking at setting up a company at the moment, and I've been practicing different ideas and running them by. I'm seeing how they feel in my head before like registering it. And because on the government's website it's really hard to register a company because lots of the names that you want are taken, you have to kind of sit with these ideas that don't always quite feel like they fit. I think this one does feel like it fits actually. It's Life Studio Productions, and but I've just been driving that idea around really for like a couple of weeks, as I have with other ideas that are attached to these objects, which are more like starting points of projects actually that I'm doing. So if you've got an idea and you're feeling a bit like stuck and you've got a starting point and you've not been able to flesh it out, what I do is this, is I get an object, just anything. So for this one it could be a car, and you attach your idea, your good idea, to the object, and you can carry that around with you when you want it to be present. So it could be that you are going on a long train journey or car journeys. They are good times to be thinking about ideas because you're physically moving forward, you're transitioning from one place to another, and that's a really good time to flesh out an idea. Carrying this with you, getting it out at strange times, so it could be that you're sat on the train, you get out and you put it next to you, and kind of like literally as you start passing things, especially if you're a visual learner, you'll start to pick up other things that go with it. So driving that idea with you, but also then when you have these moments and you don't want that idea there because maybe you have a meeting at work that you need to have a different hat on, maybe you have a lesson at school and you don't want to be thinking about that history project because you're now needing to start revising for maths, perhaps you just don't want it there because you want to turn off and you want to hang out with your mates, you want to be in the pub for example, then you park that idea in like a car park. So this is actually what I do. So you could have like a little Tupperware tub like this. Obviously you don't have to have the P for parking on, but you know, made this set, might as well just make this as well. Not much more, is it? Open my car park up, pop in my car, and I'm parking my good idea. That is out of the way. That is out of the way. I'm not contending that idea right now, and that's actually most likely the time when it'll come to you. the least likely time. Make notes, that's the other thing. Take a notebook with you. So on here, drive, day 1, walk to work. What did your idea see on your walk to work? And then maybe at lunchtime you parked it during a meeting. Maybe in the toilet. I mean, that is quite a good place to drive an idea, to be honest. In the shower is where I drive a lot of my ideas. A lot of them happen there. And then, yeah, maybe you park it and then maybe you drive it. And so kind of like say the places where you park and say the places where you drive. And if you kind of recognise those places that are good driving places, make sure you take that idea with you. Make sure it is there. So kind of like I have these at all times in a zip pocket for different projects, for different ideas, in my rucksack, but I'll get them out of that zip pocket. So for me, quite often the car park is just the zip pocket. That's where I'm going to park, you know, this seashell idea, or that's where I'm going to park this sailing idea. I'm going to park it in that zip pocket. It doesn't need to be a Tupperware tub, it just needs to be an object that you attach an idea to, which you could physically attach through a label, or you could just metaphorically attach because it's an item that's linked to your idea that you're just carrying around with you, and you're saying, ah, this is what's on the back of my mind. But it needs to be quite a clear title really for your idea, for you to be able to remember that there's a reason for that being in your bag and for you to get that out. That really is how to drive a good idea. You made with Meg, let me see what you made with Meg.
I made with Meg.
Yeah, you did. What have you made?
I'm driving the idea of a festive barn workshop.
Ah, well done.